was the topics you wanted to talk about? Just bring one up.
Power of belief.
The power of belief.
Power of belief is strong. Very, very, very strong. The placebo effect. You know, have you heard the protein shake placebo effect? Where they told somebody, this is a sugary fucking beverage. A sugary shake full of strawberry chocolatey goodness.
Oh, that's a smoothie.
And then,
It's a
smoothie,
It's
whatever. And here's another, like that one's the sugary based one. This is the protein shake one. This one's
it's
made
the
with
same
like,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, I've heard
And
that.
their bodies like receive them as different, like it has the differences. Like
Right.
they register differently. Like one registers it as, you know, oh shit, this is a protein shake and I'll lose weight and I'll lose all these calories or something.
Right.
And the other one thinks that it's fattening, it gains all those fucking things.
Yeah.
And it's the
like
same
your body's
fucking thing.
listening to your thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. And like Andrew Huberman, he has there's like another professor in his school where, is it Stanford?
Yeah,
It's Stanford. And she studies psychology and the power of belief and habits and stuff like that. And the way your mind allows you to like do stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they did something like very similar to that, but they did it where doing stressful situations. So they put him under stress and they told him stress is bad for you. It doesn't let you focus. After the stress, like it diminishes your focus.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the other group, they told him stress is good for you. You know, like it will allow you to do better stuff. The more the stress that you can take, the better. You know.
So that's what they mean by like working out and like shit like that, because that is a stress.
Yeah.
But that will improve function and health and shit, right?
Right.
Is that what he meant, or is that like?
Well, in that situation, they were both doing stressful situations, but one was told a negative thing about it, and one was told a positive thing about it.
Were they both the same level of stress?
Exact same
My
thing.
fault.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's whatever. It's whatever.
My fault.
But that's the one that thought the stressful was bad. They did a test to check their memory and stuff, and their capability, and they went down. And the people that they were told that the stress situation is good for them to be stressed out, that they went up.
Like the cortisol levels or some shit. Is that what he was? That what he was?
No, like
talking
their
about? Or
memory,
was it-
because they did a test right after to test their ability to do whatever, you know.
Oh.
And they were like the people that they were told stress is bad for them, they did bad.
Whoa.
And the people that were told that stress is good for them, they did good.
Whoa.
So your mind is legit, like, you know,
That's pretty rad.
listening to what you think.
Did you take some?
No, we'll probably roll another one anyways.
I was gonna say like, motherfucker, this little nug looks like it's the same fucking size.
Yeah, we'll probably roll another one.
But this shit is lethal.
I know, it looks crazy.
That's great. Shout out to the connections.
But yeah, belief is definitely a crazy thing.
Yes, the power of belief is extremely crazy.
But it's mainly the power of suggestion, because it's what you're suggesting to yourself. Because belief is like
it's like faith, right?
like an assumption, yeah. It comes from faith.
Yeah. Why are humans?
Belief should only be used when you don't know. And it shouldn't be known as a force of like, this is for sure, because it's obviously a belief.
Mm-hmm.
But some people do use it as that. They're like, a belief is practically true to them.
Yeah.
You know? Like they believe in God. Like if you knew what you were saying, it wouldn't be a problem. But you're saying God is real by saying, I believe in God.
I feel that.
But you're not. You're literally saying, I don't know God is real. But I think he's out there. You know?
Yeah.
That's what they're really saying. But we created a word for it.
An assumption almost.
Yeah. But if you don't you need to know how the assumption came up in the first place.
Right.
Like where does the idea of God come from? And we acknowledge that.
The Almighty, right?
No, but
Kinda
we acknowledged that last time, like when you're asking like what created the Big Bang?
Yeah.
And then people think
Oh yeah, that
God.
outside influence.
Yeah.
The outside influence.
some people are like God, you know? Because they can be nothing and then something.
Right.
Unless there's a God.
Unless there's a God.
Yeah. But most people don't even, they just get to the idea of God through somebody else telling them.
Yeah.
They don't get there through that. Which is the experience you're supposed to have to know that there is a God.
Shrooms.
That's part of it, yeah. Because it just lets your wiring in your brain go wherever it can. Because usually you have a set path, but that would alter those set paths. So now you're capable of thinking in different ways
That's amazing.
than you usually do.
I thought it just opens up like different neural pathways and shit, like either momentarily or just could be like permanently, or just just.
Well, if you use it, it does do that. Because they check the brain scans, and right now, because we're not on the mushrooms, it'll be like more compact. The actual, like the way the energy is being spread, and then when you take the mushrooms, it's like you're legit using more brain. Not as in like you're using more brain than you were before, but the activity is more out, like spread out.
Oh.
Yeah, and the when you're not on mushrooms, it's kind of like localized here and there, but on mushrooms is just like because artificial serotonin for the most part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Psilocybin is the same molecule shape as serotonin, so it sits on the same receptor.
I see. Is that why you kind of like fucking feel like shit afterwards for a day? Because you just like drain the fuck out of your dopamine. Yeah.
Serotonin.
Oh, your serotonin.
So is LSD. They have a similar shape.
Yeah.
They have a similar shape.
I've heard that.
So serotonin have similar shapes of molecules as mushrooms or psilocybin and LSD.
That is indeed radical.
Pretty crazy.
High as fuck.
High as fuck, not really.
I am. I don't know about you.
Oh, you've been smoking, huh?
Yeah. Well, I smoked a blunt, and then I worked out a little bit, but I didn't work out as hard as I wanted to, just because I'm a bitch. And then I decided that I'm gonna eat. Like, I'm gonna go to Makai's after this. I'm gonna go get some fucking Makai's, and then I'm gonna try to train again. You know, hit some squats and do some more intense fucking workout. And then I'm gonna try to eat again. I might go grocery shopping either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Do you have anything else to say about belief?
Adulting, bro. No, I'm too caught up in my fucking personal life.
Get out. Get out now.
No.
Come here now. We are here.
You are right.
You are out the moment. That's why you are not talking about.
This is facts.
Belief.
The power of belief. My power of belief. Okay, my experiences with power of belief could reside in willpower, I would say. Or the belief, I guess, that, you know, people don't work harder than me. And that's kind of like a prideful ass belief. And it's not like one that nobody works harder than me, but just very, very, very few people around me currently that I see work harder than me. Obviously, there's fucking people who are outworking everybody, you know, by doing the most, like David Goggins and savages like them. But then there are also fucking people who are just so stagnant that people doing more than the bare minimum look like they're light years ahead of them, which is radical.
Right.
So willpower is power. I guess my power belief is willpower. Beliefs are strong. I believe in right and wrong. I believe in good and bad. Like, there is no good without bad. There's no right without wrong. There's no light without dark. Perfect balance in everything. I feel like, you know, there's also, I believe in fairness. I believe in truth. I believe in just a force. Just be a force of just light.
What is a belief to you?
A belief is a strong foundation and a strong trust in something that you do not know. In other words, faith. Having faith.
What is faith?
Like I said, having a strong trust in something that you don't know.
What experience must you have as a human being for you to ever come up with such a concept as faith?
Well, let's see. In one instance,
it should be something that you have experienced that you're like,
In one instance, let me share this. In this instance, perfect example. Growing up, times were tough. We lived in an apartment, and the apartment, sometimes the power went off. And in those times that the power went off, like, we had food in the fridge, so we didn't want to go bad. We had just gone grocery shopping, and we literally could not afford to, like, pay the power bill and also to, like, get the fucking food and shit and remile that shit if it went bad. So we were, like, fucking stressed beyond belief, because we were like, bro, how are we gonna...
You could take it somewhere. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Figure it out. Yeah.
Exactly. So I fucking... Call me religious, call me what you want, but I fucking prayed. I prayed to whoever was listening. Not whoever, because it sounds like the devil was listening.
Satan was listening,
legit,
John.
No, fuck off. I prayed to the one above, all. I prayed, and I legit asked for the lights to come back on, bro, the power to come back on. And I was like, you know, I'll clean my room, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do my best to make up for it, and I will, like, it was almost like a bluff, almost. Like, if you are real, like, then I'll know you'll do this for me. And if you do this for me, then I'll fucking make sure to follow up on my end. And that fucking happened. And so it's like, you could call it coincidence, you can call it, but there was no, like, logical reason why the power got turned back on.
Right.
Because we were under. The power just turned on.
That's pretty crazy.
So I'm like, by all rights, our shit should have been fucked. And there's another time recently where my brothers, I won't go too much into detail, but something happened to my baby nephew. And I was also saying a personal prayer, like, you know, please don't let anything wrong happen to this child, you know, hopefully. Because when that happened, you know, it's very life-threatening for a child for that to happen to. So it's like, oh, shit, that's pretty fucking dangerous. So I said a little silent prayer. It was just like, you know, or just sent the message into the universe, however way you want to fucking put it, you know, just put it out there like, yo, please. You know, basically saying the same shit, you know, I'll do my fucking best. I'll try to live up more to my expectations, break some more habits, some more bad habits, and try to, you know, try to do more good in the world.
If God is listening, he'll be listening to you in electromagnetic waves. That's how he'll be listening to your brain.
Yeah. I feel like...
Which is crazy.
That's also crazy, but, like, I feel like you know when you are favored in this universe. Not really favored, but just, like, when shit's not difficult for you. Things are difficult for you for a reason to test your resilience and to project you forward. Because it's like a diamond... Or a stone turns into a diamond through pressure and heat. You know, lots of intense pressure and lots of heat. So I feel like that's what it takes to mold us into the people we're meant to be, and like the leaders and warriors and like capable people who are.
Yeah, that's like the beginning of most.
Exactly, and that's
because even the people that are rich now, for example, and have a comfortable life, their past generation or the generation before that had to go through it.
Right. The struggles, hunting.
So one generation's always behind another, but we all have to kind of go through the same motions, you know?
Basically.
Like eventually, if somebody doesn't fix the generational outcome, it just can't, it stays like that, you know? Mm-hmm. But then if you're like, I'm trying to see my kids have everything they want type thing, you know?
I feel that.
Or be half or 50% ahead of where I started.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
just give him
cool.
like a head start type thing.
I'll give my kid a car, you know, some shit
type
like
thing,
that.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. I feel like
they still gotta work for what they want because they still gotta want something.
Exactly. I'll still make them walk to the fucking bus. I'll still make them walk to school. I'll still make them like, you know, do heavy shit. But I'll also be like, yo, now that you've known how to walk to school, and now that you do this, I have the capability to make it easier for you.
Right.
This is the car. Appreciate the car and the time taking the bus or walking. Now you can appreciate the fucking car, and I have the ability to give that to you. Be grateful. And then the kid is like, oh shit, thank you, you know. Car, beauty,
dope.
Bitches.
Like things that you know. I can have bitches now.
So that's amazing. Willpower, power of belief. All things are beautiful in life. Be a beautiful person. Be a dope ass human. You know? So that's how, not to go too far off, but reeling back to the main topic of the conversation, power of belief. I believe there is something out there that is bigger than all of us, with a grand calculation of something that is, you know, that is well planned and put in place for somewhat reason, but also left within our control to do like what experience the most of our lives so that we can experience too, like to the utmost factor, like potential and possibilities. You know, the fact that's what separates us from animals is the fact that we have possibilities of the future day-to-day life and the progression and shit. They just think of hunting, you know.
They don't have they don't make a decision of what to do next.
Yeah.
But we get to do that.
Exactly.
Or at least we have an illusion of being capable.
An illusion of that. Yeah. Right, exactly.
Whichever it is, we're still experiencing that as we are capable of doing it for the most part.
So, in what sense we're let a certain amount of freedom,
right?
But it's also guided down a certain
right. Our
path.
limit, it's the limit for us is the fact that we're human beings. Mm-hmm. Anything else above that is not there. We don't know if there's anything above. There probably is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everything like under, for example, like all animals for the most part, like they're not legit thinking of, hey, what we gonna get 7 days later, or like, damn, couple years down, I gotta figure shit out.
Yeah.
They don't get to think that they're like kind of living in the moment, you know.
Right. Like fucking. Like, if I'm looking in the river, I want to fucking fish.
Right.
I don't care what fucking fish I get. I want to fish.
They're hungry, and then they want to go food. And then as soon as they're done with the food, they just want to chill. Mm-hmm. And then they go to either sleep or eventually they get hungry again or they get thirsty,
Right.
and that's the cycle. They eat, sleep, and then they're like, oh, babies, and then all the animals get heat and shit, and all that shit goes down, and then again hunger, all this shit. Basically, just reproduction, and then eating and remaining not thirsty.
You just kind of brought something up into our next topic, and that sounds like a cycle of energy to me, bro. Because the cycle of energy is consuming, and then releasing it by shitting it out probably, and then the energy is being transformed into his exhaustion, whatever he is exerting, and then the energy is released back into the world in some shape, some form. Cycle of energy.
Yes.
So that should lead into our next topic. What do you think about the cycle of energy?
What do you mean by that, though?
Well, because remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed, but there's a cycle to it. You feel me? It's like there's a transition. So
you're talking about energy in general.
Our life energy, sure, yes, energy.
You're talking about vibes, or you're talking about actual energy?
Actual energy.
Okay.
Because we are made of actual energy.
Kinda. Yes, you can't say no to that.
You can't say no to that.
If you say no to that,
you're an idiot.
You can't say no to that.
Not only so, not explicitly. Like yes, but no. There's more to it than that, obviously.
Because I'm over here like energy is always going through a specific vessel.
Yeah, it changes.
It goes through a vessel in general. Because energy itself is just it's just movement.
Right.
Because like heat is the main energy that we see out there, because it's literally the vibration of atoms or molecules. Like if somebody telling you this is hot, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's because the atoms are legit vibrating
Very fast.
Very fast.
Now they're creating all the heat.
It's literally movement. The movement is the heat. So they're vibrating so fast we call it heat. And when we touch it hurts. Because we're moving much slower than that.
Right.
And the movement translates. That's why we can get burned. So heat moves to us and we get burned.
That's rad.
But it's literally just super fast vibrations.
What if you were the Flash and you just phased through that shit? Nothing would burn you.
Right.
Rad. That's cool.
And then like the glowing, you know how something will be vibrating because you put so much heat on it?
Yeah.
And then it starts glowing.
Right.
And it's glowing because the energy is so much that now the electrons are going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's releasing electromagnetic waves.
Oh.
And now you're seeing electromagnetic light. That's what light is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Science, bitch.
Science. Through intense motion, you get light.
Because the electrons are going up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Creating. Whoa.
And it stops glowing because eventually the energy starts going out.
Yeah.
You feel it as actual heat or you feel it as light.
That's what we see a spark as, right?
Right. A spark is just heat. It's just a heated up shred of metal.
That's rad.
That's why if you're ever smoking a bowl, don't put the lighter and then turn it on. Turn it on and then go. Because then like this, you're going to get sparks in there. And that's metal shavings, bro.
Whoa, metal shavings, my guy. You don't fucking do that. You spark it away from your shit, and then you light it. Every fucking stoner should know this. So why didn't I? Whoa, dude.
But yeah,
that happens.
If you're talking about that kind of energy, I can talk about that. But I was asking because I don't know what energy you're speaking of.
Just
I don't know
energy.
what you think of. Yeah, you see.
What different kinds
that?
of energy can you? Okay, so what, there's thermal energy. There's
That's mainly it.
There's just thermal energy.
For the most part.
So what other kind of fucking energies would you think? What else are there? Like what kind? There's thermal and then like.
Well, there's like.
Oh, there's life energy. You know, there's thermal. I guess
that's
the vibration.
Still hot. It's just hot. That's why you're hot right now.
Right.
Because there's like mini explosions in your body.
So when we die, slowly but surely, our vibration is just slowing down.
Yeah, you get cold. Because we are a furnace at the moment.
It's kind of hard.
We're a furnace. We eat the coal, which is carbohydrates.
It's food. Coal.
Carbohydrates. So that's what we burn specifically. The protein is building blocks. The fat is mainly used for the outside of cells, and all these other fat functions. You know what I'm saying?
Holy
But-
shit.
But the carbs are the ones that literally, as soon as you use them, they like right now you're using them. You're warm right now. You're not cold because those explosions are happening. There's tiny explosions, okay, and then that's the way that you move your arm right now, from a
Neurons
tiny
are firing,
explosions.
right? From the neurons
The
firing.
neurons are the electricity that's reaching your brain, but then you still have to move your muscles.
Whoa, dude.
Okay, so the muscles are being moved through tiny explosions,
Bang bang.
controlled explosions, like an
Whoa.
engine. You know.
Yeah.
An engine is exploding on the inside and it's moving the
Yeah.
pistons and shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
Pumping all that shit.
yeah, so the way that it cycles out is through explosions. But those are called hydrocarbons, not carbohydrates. Because they explode much bigger. But they both used for explosions. Because you're separating the carbon from the hydrogen. Okay? Okay, this is too technical. That's
This
why
is amazing, bro. Like, this is amazing. I fucking love it, though. Like,
because in your body you have carbohydrates, right?
Yeah.
So the way your body will use the carbohydrate turns it into glycogen.
Okay, so the hydrocarbon is just bigger explosions? Is that what you said? That's the difference between
It's bigger
carbohydrates?
explosions, yeah.
Okay.
It's different. It has more hydrogen than carbon. And the one that we got has more carbon than hydrogen.
Okay.
And right now, butane is the same thing.
Uh-huh.
It just explodes. Like right now, inside, what's a hydrocarbon? You burn it, what does it turn to?
Oh, flame. Sorry, fire.
It's a flame, but the flame is just what you get to feel and see because
It's an
a
explosion.
chemical thing happened. Which means that
Kaboom.
it was a hydrocarbon, but now it broke into water and CO2. Hydrocarbon.
Where the fuck is water coming from? That's
Well, the
fucking
water is
bad.
coming. The H is coming from the hydrocarbon,
Uh-huh.
and the O is coming from the air. That's why they tell you need air for fire.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can't get fire.
Right.
Because it needs to make out of the hydrocarbon water and CO2, and you can't make CO2 or water without the O. You need the oxygen.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Science, my guy. This is indeed science.
So that same thing is happening in your body. Okay. Exact same thing, but it's tiny explosions, and they're not hydrocarbons; they're carbohydrates. And the same thing is happening. They explode, and then they get separated, and the energy gets stored in a particular. They call it ATP. That's the currency of our body.
Mm-hmm.
So the carbohydrate that is glycogen that we store gets turned into ATP, and then the ATP explodes and all this stuff. You know, so that's the
right.
currency we use in our body, but we store it as glycogen. But we have to turn it into ATP. It's like going to a laundromat and you only have dollars, but they only take quarters. And now you have to change your dollars for quarters.
Oh, fuck.
It's the same thing with us. We store it as glycogen, but we have to change it into ATP.
Oh, okay.
And then when that happens, everything that explodes in the universe is not perfect. So it can't just perfectly explode without releasing heat. You know? Like an explosion causes movement of everything, and it also releases heat. And that's because of the law of thermodynamics. But that's too much, okay?
That's amazing. Look that up. That's another topic. Subtopic, law of thermodynamics.
Yeah. And then when that happens, now you have the heat that's coming off accidentally, but our body's using it now. Because you have to remain this heat, you know? And then we have the movement. So every time you move, you're getting hotter. That's why when you run, you work out, you get hot.
Right.
And it's kind of accidentally because as you're firing, exploding this stuff, it causes heat. You know, so if you could get colder, you could work out longer. You know, if you're working out on the outside in the cold, you'll be able to run for much longer than if it was hot. Because your body...
Wouldn't you shock your lungs, though, and fuck your shit up and get sick from doing that shit?
You're a bitch, apparently, but you know...
You have to keep your adrenaline high,
Stay
right?
hard.
Isn't that what you do? You have to constantly keep your adrenaline up, because as soon as you, rest and your adrenaline goes down, that's when it's, you're susceptible and everything fucking comes at you, so you have to,
It's, yeah...
That's why you have to keep running, you have to stay warm, stay hot, you have to keep your adrenaline fucking going.
It depends, because the cold and the heat don't get you sick in any particular way. But they could... That's, kind of like a myth.
Isn't running in the rain or some shit like that the same fucking thing?
Yeah, but like in the cold, there's no reason for bacteria to be different, or maybe they lingered longer, but the cold itself is not making you sick.
So then what do you get from the common cold then?
You get a virus, or that might be bacteria. I'm not sure, but the sickness itself, just because you got cold, doesn't mean you're gonna get sick. Like you could go outside without a shirt. That's people going into cold baths on purpose. You know.
Right. No, I know that. It's just I thought prolonged exposure to cold things over a
Well, obviously that's prolonged exposure to anything. Yeah. You can overdose on water. You can be you can be in the sauna for too long. Right. You can be in the cold for too long.
But that's
right. And that's not directly the cold. You just fucked up your body. So now you're like kind of immune compromised.
Yeah.
So your immune system is kind of down because you fucked yourself up.
This is fact.
That's why you would get sick. That's when the virus is going around and you got it. Because how come there's people that are around you that don't get sick even though you probably coughed on them already when you're sick sometimes. Because I'm like...
I'll get sick. No, okay.
Yeah, I don't really get sick. Like everybody at my house could get sick and I'll be that one person that is like, I didn't get sick.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
So I'm over here like...
Good health, my dude. Good health. Good immune systems and shit, you know?
Yeah, my immune system seems to be good, you know? So, there's that. But the energy from the heat that we have right now, carbohydrates.
That's why we need carbs. And a lot of shit.
Fuel.
Well, I need to eat more
fuel
carbs.
In general.
Need more protein and more carbs.
Yes.
I would thrive off of protein carbs and with a little bit of protein. Next, you're gonna add some protein.
And then
a little bit of banana, and then you're gonna add some protein. Next, maybe a scoop of peanut butter, and then you're gonna add some protein. And then lastly, some more protein, and then finally, you're gonna add more protein.
And then he does the ice cubes. You're gonna put ice cubes, but first you're gonna dust them in protein.
A little bit of protein. You need to ground that cinnamon. But before you grind that cinnamon, you're gonna dip it in protein. Like, what the
too
fuck?
much. All right, so we talked about energy cycles. We talked about beliefs.
Okay, now next one is.
Was that enough with the energy? Do you have anything else?
Energy. Well,
or that was fine.
Cycles of energy. I guess you did a more apt description because there's thermal energy that we emit, and then there's like the life energy. Cycle, like the cycle of life, I guess.
Right, that's just movement. Yeah.
And we all know the fucking cycle of life. Like, no one needs to... That's Lion King, basically.
Oh, yeah. Go watch Lion King.
Go watch fucking Lion King. You want to hear this about the circle of life. But yeah, energy, cycles of energy, the forms of energy. Talk about the different forms of energy.
Let me look at the camera just in case.
I was going to say, camera check! We're still good, right? We're still golden. So what would you say are the different types of energy or energy levels? Yeah, look, there's thermal energy. There's like waves, energy waves, right? Like frequency waves. Aren't those considered energy?
Well, energy is anything that can move anything.
Okay, so frequency that can be.
So there's kinetic.
Okay, there you go. Kinetic energy.
And the other one, I don't remember the name. It's
thermal.
There's thermal, kinetic, but the thermal comes because of there's kinetic.
Oh, kinetic.
But they're tied. But yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
One separates from the other.
Right.
And there's a static, which is the...
Static energy?
Yeah.
Thermic and static and thermal.
I don't remember. What's the opposite of kinetic? I forgot the fucking word.
I don't know. Friction.
It's the one that's
stagnant. Stagnant?
It's still, yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah.
Potential. There you go.
Oh, potential energy. Right. Right.
So there's potential, kinetic, and then from those...
You get thermal.
Others are right, yeah.
You get thermal, right. Force times mass equals acceleration. Boom.
Science.
Science rules. Fucking shout out to Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, the science god.
Dude was revolutionary to smart kids everywhere in school. And made fucking science class fun as shit. And give us the excuse to not do fucking classwork as long as we watch Bill Nye.
Right, he made science slightly cool.
Slightly cool, slightly fun, and you learn shit.
Like kind of tolerable, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't do the best job, but they did a job, dude.
Like he
was trying.
Like he blew on a glass or some shit with his breath, and he blew it away with his cool shit. It was like, whoa. how'd you do that, dude? He's
Right.
a god. Like,
Right.
kind of weird shit.
Like, you know who Carl Sagan is?
Carl Sagan, isn't that guy who's talking about all kinds of shit on, like, he's like a comedy
universe.
guy, and he talks about how there's no war on homelessness, and they're just like, he just points out all the shit that's wrong with this world. Isn't that Carl Sagan?
I don't know. I don't know.
Old guy?
I don't know of him like that. Well, he's dead right now.
Yeah, I know, but is he old with, like, beard?
Oh,
He
sure.
kind of...
No, definitely no beard. He's a scientist.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably fucking that up then.
That guy.
Yep, absolutely fucking that up. That's totally
Yeah.
not who that is.
He's like who Neil deGrasse Tyson is right now. But
Oh,
he
I
was
see.
the first guy. Like, have you
Highly
seen
intellectual.
Cosmos? Have you seen Cosmos?
No.
It's on Netflix. They just talk to you about how the universe started, and then they take you all the way to how we are now. So from the Big Bang to now.
Oh, wow.
And they describe it. Neil deGrasse Tyson does that, but he did one first,
Oh,
and he was the guy that was trying to make science cool.
yeah.
You know, like legit going out there and teaching kids about it. Like, hey, this is why I'm interested in this, and he made
There's
it
a
very
Carl
cool.
Sagan day? Are you fucking serious?
He was a big scientist.
That's
very
fucking
important guy.
rad, bro.
He was a important guy.
Carl Sagan's up there with Albert Einstein, fucking Stephen Hawking, and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Maybe not as in smart, because Albert Einstein and them, they
Yeah,
were
probably,
very,
yeah.
very smart.
Yeah.
But this happens to be a very charismatic scientist that is willing to put the work to teach the public. Kind of like how Andrew Huberman is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Andrew Huberman is eventually gonna grow to be like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that guy that people are gonna be like.
Oh, bro, Brains?
He made
Andrew
your-
Huberman.
He made Brains cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like nobody thought it was cool,
yeah.
and then I don't know where Andrew Huberman made it cool as fuck.
Bro,
you know?
he pretty much made everybody more aware of their dopamine levels and their like
In general,
and their
yeah.
dopamine receptors and just like
Right.
careful on what to expend their dopamine on and to actually do shit
Because it's
that requires
important
effort.
to know how you work. Because if you don't know how you work, you think that you kind of like thinking that nothing's happening right.
Yeah, right.
But it's mainly like you're doing specific things that
That
are leading
fuck
to
it
this
up.
situation.
Yeah.
Whether it's like the way you're thinking or the way you're feeling or what you're trying to do isn't getting done.
Yeah. And there's no
Yeah.
control over any of it. It's just
Right.
like, you're reacting based
Right.
off of a lot of bullshit.
And he's basically teaching you that you could actually do
Something
stuff on
about
purpose.
that. Yeah.
Be like, hey, you could do this in the morning. Like he's always like, go look at the sun.
Yeah.
He's
Get
like,
in
go look at the sun. When you wake up,
light.
in under an hour, you need to be looking at that fucking sun.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's literally gonna tell your body it's time to wake up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't drink the coffee until you look at the sun. Because
We don't do that.
I try to do that now. But
yeah, try to wait like
so-
an hour before I'm actually awake. Like an
Yeah.
hour. Like once I wake up, an hour has to go by, then I'll drink the coffee.
Yeah.
And usually it does. But
Yeah, because he's like, when you drink the coffee, you get an artificial spike of cortisol.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how your body wakes you truly up.
yeah.
But he's like, if you get that from the sun, it's like a more lingering one. That is the actual version of it.
Ah, so that's superficial. That's
It's-
superficial
it's
as
not
fuck
enough.
is the
Yeah, because
the
then you
coffee
get
and
you
then,
get the
yeah.
coffee one, and
Then
then
you
you
get-
just look at the
yeah.
sun, and now you have stew, and then
Yeah.
in the middle you're gonna get this crash,
Yeah.
and you're gonna kind of feel like shit in the middle of the day. But unless you don't,
All
and
the-
you're that guy.
Yeah, unless you're that fucking guy.
You know what I'm saying?
machine
Some
shit.
people just work different, but he was just stating that you want to wait for the coffee as after the light,
Right.
or go outside looking at the light while you're drinking your coffee. Like in the morning when we take our break, and like in the morning we can be like, all right, let's go chill in the back, then look at the sun and drink some coffee for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
You know
that'd
what I'm
be
saying?
cool. That'd be cool. Let's do that. And then, but no, even on my days off, I'll fucking wake up early. Sometimes I'll beat the sun. Some days I
Yeah.
won't. But
Like
I'll
I try to
just-
wake up at the same time as if I'm going to work.
And then I'll just fucking, yep, that's the sun. Sit down on my balcony in a chair, hopefully roll a blunt, and fucking read a book, just smoke and drink my coffee.
Yeah, as long
Nothing
as,
can bother me. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're looking at that light, drink the coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and you're good.
Fucking fire, bro. There's I'm an old ass man, bro. I'm not even 25 yet, and shit that sounds
It's just
that
chill.
would be enjoyable,
Or
like
just
when you're
peace.
50.
Just
Exactly.
peace, yeah.
Inner peace sounds fucking amazing right
Like
now.
peace in a better place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you're still at peace.
You're centered.
Yeah, you're still like I'm good, bro.
Fucking chilling, dog.
But you're just ever so slightly moving up and up and up and up, you know. But
Because we
yes.
kind of have to be, you know.
So energy.
Yep, that is our conclusion about energy. Energy is cool. We eat shit to have more energy, to expend more energy, to energy transfers once we eat food and
Energy
shit.
is everything that moves.
And then also we gain energy by recovering properly through sleep and proper nourishments. Also, like we talking about food, so food, sleep, that gives us energy.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know. So in turn, rest is also a form of energy. You know.
It's restored.
Restoration is a form of energy.
Yeah.
Energy replenishment. Anyway.
It's like a way for your body to catch up.
Yeah.
Like, you did a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, now
It's
stationary
like,
a
yeah.
little bit, let your shit catch up, then you wake
Like,
up again.
and
It's
then
like, nah,
all
you're
this
good.
memory shit you still got, and it has to catch all the memories, solidify
Yeah.
the ones that are important. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you gotta go to sleep, and it takes your brain out of there, or not your brain, but the you out of there that makes sense of stuff.
Yeah.
That's why some of your dreams can literally make no sense.
I know, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, but some of them can make a lot of sense. But
Yeah.
it's a feeling, really, because
Yeah.
it literally they don't make sense most of the time.
Half the time, they don't fucking make sense.
You're
I've
like,
had a
I'm
lot of vivid
here.
dreams
You're
like
like, I'm
that.
here. I'm there, and I did all this shit, but like, what the fuck happened, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did that happen in that dream?
Yeah.
You know, I'm here. I know I'm here, which is weird that I'm
Right.
here, but this happened. It's like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
I know that happened in my mind.
Yeah.
I knew that would happen
And
even
your
in my
brain-
dream, and it carried over into my dream, which was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
And your brain is like, we don't need you doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need you stopping me and trying to figure out what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay? So it
It's
shuts
like-
that part off. And it's like, we're just going to go through the motions. Whatever you get a feeling about, we're going to catch that memory and make it more solid because that's an important memory for you. And then it cleans out your body, your lymph.
Whoa, dude.
Your lymph.
You know, I didn't run through my burger at work.
Who cares?
I kind of don't, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't, but
Then
I
I
kind
gotta
of do.
say
I was like, I
it.
want a burger. But I got a free burger, basically.
For real. Yeah. Same. I got free work too. Okay, next topic.
Fucking things on people.
Let me see how far off we're at.
Should be an hour in, no?
Yep.
The bitch going me a lot. What?
Yep.
And also Blue Eyes Starlight. You know, fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, we're
So
55
I did
minutes.
order. He's gonna take a piss, but I just figured out I didn't think I had that. No! It's not the one I wanted. That's highly unfortunate, as a matter of fact. Highly unfortunate. Should've got solemn judgment. Fuck! Anyway. Next topic of conversation: cultural differences, societal programming, and utopian society aspects. I like the utopian society aspects. That's a really good one. Conformity? No, not conformity. Well, just respect, general respect, honor, not honor. Well, yes, honor, but fucking general integrity, understanding. Integrity, understanding, fairness, and I don't know, problem solving, I guess. True peace, where standards are met. There's no need for shit, I would say. Utopian societies, utopian aspects of things.
Utopia.
Why aren't we a fucking, like, America's so great. It's great. I'm not trying to disparage America.
America.
I live here. I'm not trying to
America.
disparage anyone who fights for our shit.
America.
Fuck yeah!
There you go.
That's correct. But why aren't we a utopian society at this point?
Because we are meant to be tribal creatures.
I feel like it's due to the fact of the mixing pot, how there's a lot of diversity. And I think people have lost their common ground. They have lost their way of being like, you know, hey, you're different,
Right.
but at the same time we bleed the same color. Like, people forget that whole thing, you know. It's like,
Right.
you know, yes.
Well, that
What are your thoughts on this?
like in the general aspect of that, like, just I think is that we're trying to be something that is out of our nature. Doesn't mean that we can't become utopia type thing, but it's just we're not even meant to deal with social media, for example. It's so much like people and our brains are like, there's how many people, and
There's a
usually in most people's lives they would see just their town for the extent of life as humans, you know, so they'll really just have a tribe, and then I don't know we have cities and shit. So dealing with that aspect like that.
So you're saying technological advancements are what hinders us
It's
from
just
being
that
from being able
right.
to unify, right?
It's
Is
just
that what
that
you're saying?
not. It's not. It's just that we're incapable of dealing with so many people, as individuals. You know what I'm saying?
To
But
further elaborate, I know what you're saying, but I could also argue a different point.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if you know how to talk to people, communication. I feel like if you have good communication, you won't win over everybody because there are people who are prejudiced as fuck. You'll never be this. You'll never be Korean. You'll never be Japanese. You'll never be that. But you can still like learn their language. You can still talk to them. You still know how to talk to different types of people. So it depends on you if you want to learn communication to talk to those people and build kind of like a common ground and like build a bridge to that person by the use of language.
Those are all things that we can for sure do.
Right.
But we can't do it to the extent that the whole world will be doing it. Because you're an individual.
Yeah.
You only have so much power. You know,
okay.
Unless you're Elon Musk's out of nowhere. But
right.
there's only one of those.
Fucking Twitter.
There's only one of those, you know? There's really only one of those guys.
Who knows, bro? Let's be the next so-and-so.
I'm just saying.
Fucking so.
I'm just saying, like, for example. You know what I'm saying? So there's only so much an individual can do.
Uh-huh.
And then some can do more than others. But it's so hard to fully have utopia. Because it kind of is like utopia already. Because you can go anywhere, really. I can go here, you can go there.
London.
You can go to London.
There are stabbings in London, my boy.
There's stabbings everywhere.
There's stabbings, but bro, like more prominent. You can't go to London with a fucking watch. You can't go. I probably can't go to this fucking ring. There are people who will legit like, take your shit, cut your fucking hand off with the watch still on, and run, and then just for your fucking watch. They will take your fucking hand, bro.
Right, but it's not everywhere in England that way.
Bro, but the fact that most of the area is still fucking bad out there, and even
there's a lot of bad areas everywhere.
Exactly, even here there's bad fucking areas. So why aren't we a utopian society?
And
like why
because
aren't we...
we're not capable of dealing with so many people. You're giving you're giving power, like let's say one city. You really think one governor can take care of all these fucking people?
No.
There's 0% chance. Is he gonna take care of who he knows for the most part, and who's actually voting or whatever the fuck? Yeah. Everybody else is like third.
Slaves, bro.
Third.
They're fucking slaves.
And it's just because there's only so much one person can do. You know what I'm saying? You can't watch everybody, and you can't make sure everybody's doing right, or that it's getting what they need and stuff. But you can get better slightly, little by little.
You can, but what if basic needs are met, so there's no homelessness? What if and there's no food, there's no hunger, there's no looting? Just a lot of these things could be solved with
But now you're only thinking of those solutions, like things that can be solved that way, because we caused them in the way that we advanced. Because we got ahead in particular ways, but we got behind in others.
Yeah.
But now you can work on those, but it's gonna slow down the advances in like technology and stuff like that.
Right.
But the overall good will be to do that, to be like, let's fix quality of life.
Yeah.
And then the technology is great right now. We don't need a new iPhone.
Yeah, we really don't.
Like, let's fix life first, and then more iPhones.
Yeah. Then now we want fucking cars that drive themselves, shit that does it themselves.
That's cool because they're saving lives. Because that's so many accidents.
Saving time.
That's better too, but whatever. It's saving lives and time. Good. If they drive themselves, bro, there's less accidents.
I don't know about that.
There's for sure less accidents.
I don't know.
But they're trying to figure out how to make it so. Because they're like a human is doing a lot while they're driving.
A human has intuition. A human has reactive elements.
Yeah, but
a machine glitches. A machine can be programmed. The machine doesn't know when it's fucking up. Yeah, but you could say the same thing
about humans. They get drunk, they do bullshit.
Exactly, and that's on them for their choices. Ways. Right, but they're not born drunk. They're just they are capable. Yeah. Machines are capable to an extent. You feel me? They have to be programmed to either help or they have to be reprogrammed because they hinder.
It's the same thing with drunks. Like a drunk hit somebody, they go to jail now.
Right, but
Everybody's like, damn,
drinking
drinking sucks for driving. Don't drive, you fucking asshole.
Obviously, people still fucking do it though.
Exactly. Errors will happen. Bad things will come.
I see your point.
Bad things will come, no matter what. But you want to make it the least probable thing.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
How do you solve the driving drunk people? Cars drive themselves, dude. They take you home if you're drunk. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or,
I don't know about that one.
Or you want to go somewhere that your car drives you there. But you're morally sketched out.
No.
Or you're sketched out by technology that is controlling.
I feel like safeguarding, a little bit of safeguard. I mean, yeah, it does control you to a sense, but like you have to be sober enough to at least unlock your key to your car to drive. How about that?
Right.
You know, that way you can pull up to a bar, lock your shit, get fucking plastered, sleep it off, and then get back to your car. Hopefully by that time you're sober, and then you can unlock your car and then drive the fuck home because you'll be sober enough. It's like, why can't you do that?
Dude, it'll be an option. You know? But if you're a responsible drunk person that you got in a car, you're going to let the car drive you home.
You are not a responsible drunk person, bro. Like,
well, there's people that are like, I know I'm drunk right now, but I'm not going to try driving myself home.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So you can put it on automatic, and it'll take you home. That's better.
Makes no sense. There's no responsible drunk person. They're just drunk.
There's not.
They're just drunk.
Even when you're drunk, and even when you black out drunk, you're still there. You're still that person. You're just impulsive at the moment.
Yeah, that's facts.
So you're not thinking. But if you're a good person, you're a good person. Even when you're drunk.
I agree.
Even when you're drunk.
Fucking people who are drunk, bro.
That's when you really see them, because that's impulsive.
But fucking motherfuckers are loud.
Right, because everybody kind of just gets loud when they're trying to talk, because they want to be heard, you know? That's why you're talking. That's true. So it should be normal for somebody to be loud when they're drunk.
Loud as fuck, bro.
You're like, hey, what's up?
What up, dude? How's it going,
it's
bro?
Like, relax, dude, I get it. Relax.
Your voice is extremely loud. Let's dial it down a few notches, please. Just a little bit. But it's whatever. That was pretty cool.
What are we talking about?
Utopian societies. Why the fuck can't we be utopian society? Because people are too different, and nobody can handle this many people.
Right now
in one fucking pot.
Now that we have technology that is at this point, that technology would allow everybody to catch up, eventually. Yeah. Little by little, and probably there's always gonna be somebody that's not doing as good as somebody else, but the baseline could be far better than it is now. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst doesn't have to be what the worst is now. Because the worst now is bad.
It's pretty fucking bad, bro. I don't know if you've seen what's going on out there. It's pretty fucking bad.
And I'm not even talking about the countries that are at war. Just how there's countries that are not developed in a lot of ways. So some countries don't have the particular structure to help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some places are legit like horrible. You know?
Yeah.
So we can improve the baseline. You know what I'm saying? That's
sure.
At the very least, we could be like, everybody has a house.
Yeah.
Because some people don't have houses.
Yeah, no,
but at the very least,
buy them a cube.
You know?
This is your cube, mate.
It's like you can shed in it, you can shower in it, and you can eat in there too.
Hey, bro, have you seen, I don't know what if it's called New Elysium or some shit, but it's like they create a fucking ring around the planet, and then people live on that ring.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
the thing.
Like,
people are trying to do that.
Yeah, and people are actually trying to do that here on Earth, as a matter of fact. They're trying to build, like, this big fucking tower, and legit trying to condense buildings, homes, apartments into it, and then just have people live on rows and rows and rows and rows.
We're gonna get organized,
and levels, and like, and that's a trip, because like you're essentially building us like fucking Roblox almost, like just blocks and centers and levels and shit. It's just like, you know, cubic feet this way, cubic feet this way. Oh, this area's for fucking pool. Oh, there's a tennis court in between levels 3 and 4. It's
that's be crazy.
That's weird.
But then you're living in a building.
Yeah, exactly. You're living in a huge ass building.
Like, do you want to be there?
Like an actual complex, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I live on level. And then there's a status that comes with that too. It's like lower levels.
Yeah, Euro bitch.
Yeah, it's like lower levels will eventually, like the shittier ones will go to the lower levels, and then all the people who are on the higher ones, like, you know, go on the are the richer ones. Like, that's fucking trippy. My leg itches.
Pretty crazy, dude.
I mean, that's a trippy thought, I would say.
That does sound kind of weird though. Like you're living in a block, and you go down, and there's like different shit. But like, building. It's like it will have to be this huge building that's perfectly organized. Yeah.
Miles deep, bro.
And then you can actually add stuff to it. Oof.
Yeah, and then just like build the next block over.
That's pretty great.
The construction's gonna be annoying, and it's gonna be tight.
Right, dude. People like building cities is annoying. Like I thought about it. They're building like a city somewhere, and I was seeing how they were doing it, and they were flattening everything out, miles of it. I was like, damn, I never thought of that. Like starting a city, right? Like somebody's like, I need to build a city because we have all this land, but we need a city.
Yeah, so you find it,
and then you start dude. Shit I was like, you legit just do it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it. You just have to do it. And then there's all this piping going on, all this sewage. Oh my god! Yeah. If you really think about it, how? How they doing this?
Somewhere. In the old western times, bro, like fucking towns were just hella buildings bunched together. And now it's evolved from that. Buildings and buildings. We're just building on top of shit. Just building next to buildings.
That's and it's really done little by little, but it eventually gets done.
Yeah, you ever taking a flight, right? Just flying anywhere. When we went to California, we just saw a bunch of fucking land. There's so much land that is just
build cities. So many places.
So much land that's just not being used. And there's like little fucking areas and little pieces of cities just packed with fucking people. That's crazy. It's like, this is kind of weird how there's all this fucking space.
Like here specifically.
And we're all cramped in this concentrated fucking area.
And like who decides to build a place where you have to get water there somehow?
Yeah, it's like, why can't I go live over there on Mount Charleston or like down the fucking way or some shit by the mountains?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Set up shop.
But building cities is crazy.
Crazy. You need plumbing. You need all kinds of shit.
Like building a skyscraper. What? All the piping, all this stuff. Oh my god.
The design for weather, for the fucking structural integrity, for the weight, the balance, make sure shit can be supported. It's like crazy. That's crazy. This is a lot that goes into building shit, my guy. This is men's shit.
And that's the way that a utopia will eventually be built. It'll be like a one world government, but it'll be done just little by little. So we're advanced in technology a lot through capitalism.
Yeah.
Because of competition specifically.
Yeah.
But now, we're like, technology is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, technology could stop right now and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to advance anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to have hoverboards. We don't have to have
everything's
cars.
good. Everything is
fine.
Yeah, if they're gonna make something, build something to make the environment better.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but make transportation a little bit more viable, but they're not going to do that because that costs too much money, obviously.
Because it's about money.
Mm-hmm. It's about money. It's all it has been. That's why the fucking oil... Sorry, I'm not going there. No, sorry, I'm not going there.
Then eventually, little by little, the perspective changes, Because then people are going to be like, we had enough, dude. What's new now? Like, what else? Why are you trying to sell me shit? Right. Eventually, it'll get to that situation. Be like, can you guys just help, like, fix shit?
Exactly. Just fix shit. Like, there's people doing shit in the ocean, cleaning up the ocean, fucking fishing through the ocean, getting all the trash from the fucking ocean, because they love the ocean. There are a lot of people from land who do this shit on their spare time, because they're like, fuck people and their shitty ass ways of dumping shit into the fucking ocean. Right.
Like there's like 300 million people here.
Yeah. There's like 9 billion people on this planet now.
No, on this United States.
Oh, I don't know that number.
It's like 300 million.
I thought it was like 7 million.
I'll look it up. We have a computer.
7 million of 7 billion total on the population? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're definitely not 7 million. That's not. Like California is more than that already.
Yeah. That's disgusting if you think about it.
United States.
Holy fuckaroo. That's crazy.
Let's see, 331 now. 332.
Jesus. Oh, in the United States. Here I'm thinking fucking Vegas. Check how many of the population is Vegas. I think Vegas is like 7 million. Nope, only 600, nice. So close to 700,000 people in Vegas.
Let's check California, you ready?
Yeah, California, 1.2 million. Nope. Holy shit! 39.24 million fucking people in California.
Get out, dude.
Why are you there? Like, that's a lot of fucking people.
Bro.
In Nevada?
Yeah.
Bro, what was the last one you put in? The 600,000 one?
The one before this, the 39 million, was California. California has like almost 10, 12 times, 13 more times people than us.
We were like 3 million.
Let's check New York.
Okay. 8 million.
In that little fucking area.
Yeah, that makes sense. But see, Long Island, like, that's close to the coastline. There's a lot of shit you can do out there. So
the state has 20.
Oh,
that was the fucking city, bro. That was the fucking city, bro. I was like, holy shit.
20 million people plus 8 million people. So that's like the difference of like 9 million more people in the city versus on the fucking.
Yeah,
like,
imagine
total.
In the whole Florida, there's 21 million. In whole Nevada, there's 3 million. Imagine if.
Miami, Florida. Miami's big.
Miami's crazy
coastline big. So yeah.
But 40 million in California is ridiculous.
Yeah, bro, that is ridiculous. Holy shit. There's a lot of fucking people in California. Look at Washington.
Wait, Texas. 30? Okay, cool. That's nice.
Texas is 30 million?
Yeah, it's huge, though.
Yeah, it is.
Washington, 7.7.
Another 8 million people.
That's
close to New York.
It's a big area, though.
Yeah.
It's a big area spread out and shit.
Close to, like, New York.
All right. Utopia. Possible, maybe.
I just think there has to be more. Our pot can't be so diverse, bro. Not to sound racist. That sounds really, really racist and prejudiced.
You
and
do. I think you're going to hell.
I think so too. Forgive my soul, but I honestly think that, like, you know, if people. Okay, so not necessarily the melted, like, such a big melting pot, like a
that
melting pot.
That should be fine.
It's the fact that people can't understand like, even after all those differences and shit, like. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same color. There's like we all suffer the same strength. It's like, but people don't see that.
Yeah, the only reason why that's not normal is because we haven't adapted. Because
we're instilled by the fucking media and all the bullshit to think like, bro, like you're separated by religion, by fucking politics.
The media can only do so much, but eventually, if we're here together long enough, it'll be normal. There's an atheist over there down the street. Bitches and Satanists over there. Who cares? As long as they don't fuck with you, we're not gonna care.
That's very positive thinking, but I have to disagree, bro. I feel like
I'm not telling you it's gonna be exactly like that, but I'm telling you, eventually, at one point, stuff is gonna just be like you being next to a black dude and a Chinese dude and an Indian dude across the street and like that is gonna be normal. Right. It's already semi-normal.
Right, but there's still hella division amongst us, bro.
Because it's not normal yet. We have as our brains don't adapt because we're not exposed to.
People are just very close-minded, bro.
It's no, because you have to think of them like, how did a child become somebody that's close-minded? It's because they were
set in their beliefs. They're instilled with a certain idea, a certain fucking belief system.
But the only reason is because they weren't exposed to others.
Exactly. They weren't taught to be open to others. Yeah. So they're like, no, what my beliefs are is what it is. Yeah. Your beliefs are wrong, and some people are close-minded like that.
So that's another problem. But we're talking about like prejudice against different people. Because they look different or because they're literally
that's due to lack of understanding and due to lack of empathy and due to lack of like...
It's mainly lack of exposure. When you're a child and you're not exposed... Like if let's say you're a white child and you've never been exposed to any black people.
Or even fucking Japanese people, Korean people, like just people...
Well, Japanese is just... It'll be like, hey, he kind of looks white, but he has funny eyes. That's how they would see it in their head. You know what I'm saying?
You're racist.
You could say I'm racist, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like the best example it will be when there's contrast. When they're like there's nobody that looks like that in their head. Like a kid that just grew up seeing white people and then out of nowhere there's like a Haitian black dude. Like really dark.
Yeah.
And then she's like scared. Because what the fuck is that? You know, she's never seen it, you know? She's never seen anything like it.
You're a fucking idiot.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing the other way.
I could totally see that happening.
You know, it would...
Whoa, why is he so white? Like,
yeah. And then if a Haitian kid that just grew up around like
Yeah.
Just literally dark-skinned people
right.
for the most part.
I would say that too.
Yeah, eventually they'll see a white kid and be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?
That's
Demon
nurture,
or
right?
some
Like you're just introduced into that.
exposure."
Oh yeah, you're exposed to that.
Yeah.
Much
So as a
earlier.
child, if you're exposed to everything, it's normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like as a child, if you're exposed to talking about every belief, like, hey, we can talk about being atheist, we can talk about being Christian, we can talk about being Catholic.
Yeah, but that comes through intellect, bro. That comes through like.
It's guidance as a parent that you do that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you can truly
I'm telling you
appreciate that when you're truly smart enough to. But what are you saying?
though, of course, you can appreciate it, but doesn't mean you don't have it. Because you can have it and not appreciate it, because you're not there yet, as you're saying.
Right.
But as a kid, you want to instill that before they even know they had it. Like you're talking to them, like you gotta develop this and all this stuff, and the kid is like,
Yeah.
I thought you're supposed to have that in general, like, you know, and you're over here like, you gotta develop all this because it wasn't normal for you, but for the kid it was. That's the ultimate child. You know, you teach him everything.
Yeah.
And everything that's good is normal. Everything that allows him to advance is normal.
Yeah, I feel like people have forgotten that.
Right. But you gotta expose them to that. You gotta make it normal to
Hey,
them.
you are indeed correct.
Fuck! I don't give a shit about that.
But that is a good reason why. That's another good reason why. Due to lack of
Exposure.
exposure to different cultures.
Yes.
That could lead into our next topic, but you know, I feel like
What topic?
different cultures, like Japanese culture. Yeah.
Honor.
Yeah, they take honor fucking seriously over there, dude. Die for my household name type shit. Don't you dare dishonor my family name.
Right.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, like that's legit. They kill themselves. It's not suicide. It's not suicide. They kill
it's
themselves. Yeah.
It's harakiri.
Right.
They kill
It's
themselves.
literally kill themselves for a specific reason.
For no, it's to reclaim honor
right.
to their family.
They're
name,
like,
right?
I get it. I fucked up. I gotta go. I get it. It's like, fuck it.
47 Ronin, bro.
It's like, gotta go.
Oh wait, isn't it seppuku to them? It's seppuku
I don't know.
to them. It's
But I'm just talking
seppuku
about
to-
when they kill themselves.
Yeah, it's seppuku. No, harakiri is something different, bro.
I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, I think it's seppuku. I'm wrong. I think seppuku is the term used when they kill themselves. Harakiri is like a. No.
Just look it up.
Fuck no. Now I think one is Chinese, one is Japanese. I think they both mean the same thing. I think they're both in different languages.
Boom.
Seppuku. Fucking right. Okay, so now let's do Chinese one. Because the other one was harakiri, right?
Maybe. Non-existent. Oh, harakiri, yeah.
Let's fucking go. I know some things. I just don't
It's like,
know.
I know
that
shit.
I
Exactly.
I just don't know that
That's
I
the
know that.
problem. Like, gathering the information, not a problem. Accessing the information, big problem.
Big problem. Well, I feel like organizing the information in my brain is the problem. Like,
Yeah, some
like,
people are really good at that.
yeah, it's like I knew the
that's a good
differences.
skill, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew they both meant the same thing, but they were
Right.
representations of. a
Like, the
different
group
language.
was there, but you're like, but which one's which?
Yeah, exactly. But which one's which? Exactly. All right, so harakiri is Chinese and seppuku is Japanese.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You heard it here first, folks. If you need to kill yourself,
That's what you call it. That's what you call it, okay?
don't listen to me, bro. I'm a fucking horrible human being.
If you wanna honorably kill yourself and become a Japanese person in your next life, do seppuku. And if you wanna turn into a Chinese person, do harakiri. Okay.
Kill yourself. That's fucked up. Oh shit. Anyway, all right. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's kind of not the topic of this conversation, but you know, pretty interesting.
Like cultural
differences, as opposed to in this instance, Japanese culture, they kill themselves by saying fucking seppuku, and Chinese culture, they kill themselves by saying harakiri.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They both sound cool.
They both are interesting.
Yeah.
All in the name of honor.
Honor.
Which is something that should not be laughed at. Please forgive us.
Definitely, everything should be laughed at.
Hey, that's not fucking
Everything
cool.
is funny.
Everything is funny, but doesn't mean it should be laughed at.
Yes. If I laugh, I didn't do it on purpose, okay? It was funny. I can't help myself.
That's fucked.
Can't
I feel it.
control me laughing. I don't know what I'm gonna laugh at next.
I feel that. You can't promise
You could send me
promise
the
not to
most
laugh.
fucked
Fuck
up
you.
video, and I'm probably gonna laugh at it because I'm like, what else am I supposed to do?
You're a twisted individual. I like it. Let's throw another joint, dude. Or let's take a bong rip. One of the two. Because this smells danky.
My brother took the bomb. We can roll a joint maybe, but I feel like I'm gonna be fade as fuck.
I'm already faded as fuck.
We'll do both.
Sparky. Dang, bro, your joint's all cracked when you gotta... It's your elbows, dog. Crack, 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 snap, crackle, and pop, my boy. Whoo!
They don't hurt.
It's a lot of lactic acid buildup, no? Yes. Drugs.
What?
I tried staring intensely at the camera for more
Intense
than
stare.
20 seconds, and I fucking... As soon as you entered, I fucked up. I was
Stare
like,
challenge,
fuck.
go. Too lazy.
up
Too
already.
lazy. Next.
Fucked up already.
Did you smoke?
I took a hit, yeah. I tried to clear it.
Oh, just empty that.
Clear it. You gotta,
No, it's ass. Huh?
you gotta clear it.
I don't smoke that shit. I'll do that.
It's alright. I'm exaggerating my cough. I don't really cough like this.
Sure.
Hey, relax, okay?
Sure.
Alright. Now comes the narration voice.
Narration voice.
If I would observe the beginning of time, I would have cosmic lenses made of stars and moons. Then I would gather energies so vast and profound. I don't know if that makes sense.
Flip a coin, and if we get whatever you want, whatever you choose, we'll roll a joint.
That's pretty fucking dumb, but let's do this. All right.
Let's do this. Go.
Heads, we roll a joint.
All right.
Tails, we smoke a bong.
All right. That worked. That's heads, dude.
Nope, it has to be fucking...
All right, do it again.
All right. Serious as fuck this time. Here we go.
Ding.
Call it. Heads, we smoke a joint. Tails, we smoke a bong.
Heads.
We are still smoking a joint, my friends.
Damn, dude.
You heard
God
it here
wants
first.
a joint.
Oh, here's your nickel. Here's your nickel back.
Ha ha
Get
ha
it?
ha ha ha.
Actually,
It's okay. It's leave it alone.
It's
It's gone forever.
It's gone. You can't get the nickel back now.
No nickel back.
I don't know why that's funny. Let me get a quarterback.
Quarterback. That don't sound right.
15
All right.
bucks.
What's the next topic?
Societal programming, but I think that's heavy topic.
Heavy, dude.
Yeah, societal
Matrix.
programming. Yeah,
Blue pill, red pill?
Yeah, no. There's videos for that.
Oh yeah, there is a shit ton of that.
Ooh, energy transference, neurological and cognitive levels. Okay, so energy Wait, we already covered energy transference.
Transference, that little sense. There's psychological energy, I guess you
Alright.
could say.
Spontaneous shit. What the fuck did you do today that was different from yesterday?
Nothing. My day just started. I
Didn't
literally just went to work.
Didn't it? What happened today at work, bro?
Nothing.
You saw
Just
some snotty ass fucking kids. No, okay.
what's needed? Children on snotty.
Clearly cleaning a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, not new.
And,
You know what I'm saying? Nothing spontaneous in that aspect.
Yeah, bro, the walk-in was disgusting, my friend.
Okay, let's not talk about that. What's the next topic? I forgot.
Yeah, you're right.
What's
Fuck
the topic?
that.
What's the
Bro,
topic?
we ran out of topics.
Are we?
That's why I went like, you know, hey, let's do some spontaneous shit. Let's talk
Oh,
about
that's
some
why
shit.
I thought it was a
We
topic.
literally used all the topics, bro.
We talked a lot, I guess.
We talk a lot. We just blew through the topics, I think. No, we just talk a lot.
We did a good amount of talking.
There's a lot of topics. Hey, let's go over some of the topics.
All right, review time.
Review time. Talk about some shit, you know.
We talked about
The cycle of energy.
the cycle of energy.
Cultural differences.
Cultural differences.
Utopian society and aspects of utopia.
Yes. Utopia stuff.
Utopianness.
Actually, have you heard of the show Utopia? Good show.
No, I think I have. I haven't.
There's a US version and a UK version. Don't watch the US version. It's
No, I'm confusing Utopia with Euphoria.
definitely not Euphoria.
Definitely not Euphoria. I haven't
Everybody's
seen
heard
either
of
them.
that.
Everybody's heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. Either.
Nope.
Apparently, there's sluts.
Let's talk about
Utopia.
let's talk about truth.
The truth.
What have you lied to yourself about lately? Boom.
What
Hard
have
question.
I lied
Yeah.
to myself about lately?
Yeah. Have you lied to yourself about anything lately?
That's a great question. 'Cause would I know? I guess I would. 'Cause
You
I'm
would.
lying.
You would, because you're lying to yourself.
Can't think of anything right now. Not really, no.
The only way I could think about lying to myself is convincing myself to do something that I promised myself I wouldn't do or would try not to do, and then just, you know, justifying ways why you do it. And it's like, oh, you're lying to yourself, bro. Just to make something easier, you're lying to
Right.
yourself.
To clear your conscience.
It's like, don't lie to yourself. You have to be honest. You have to be convicting of yourself.
I tried to do that for sure.
It's hard to be honest with yourself, though, sometimes.
Yeah, in particular ways. Because you can't totally see yourself as other people see you. And
Yeah.
that's kind of helpful, you know? That's why accountability is good.
Yeah. You know, I had the opportunity to be a good person. On my way over here, I saw the homie on his way home from work. Could have given him a lift home, but I didn't.
That's it. Nah.
I could have fucking flipped a Yui, picked him up, drove him like 20 feet to his house, turned around, came back to see you, like, that's a good deed for the day. Nah.
No, Satan was there.
That's fucked. I wouldn't say that, but I mean, just, you know, fuck, I don't like you that much. It's fucked up, but it's true, bro.
It's like, you're not that cool, man.
Yeah.
You don't deserve that.
It's just people, you know. You're not that cool sometimes. It's kind of like a what have you done for me lately kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's kind of fucked up how that works.
Yeah, I
but
was gonna be like, that's kind of transactional, but sometimes it gotta be like that.
sometimes it gotta be like that, you know.
Because some people are all take, and no give.
Yeah, or that doesn't bother me, bro. What bothers me is when people say they're gonna do some shit and then they just don't.
Like that, like we should kick it.
No, well, not only that, but just like, you know, oh,
don't
bro,
take
you
it.
buy me some food, I'll pay you back, or like,
Oh, they don't pay you back.
yeah, oh, you
It's
pick
like,
me up, I'll
broke ass
shoot you gas
motherfucker.
money.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's
Pay
like,
me back.
It's like, bro,
Fucking that broke, bro.
you don't have to. It's like I wouldn't be bothered if you didn't say it. You feel me? Like if you say it, there's a certain expectation. It's like, all right, now I'm gonna
It's like,
expect
yeah,
you to pay
you were
me
just
that.
buying him
You feel me?
food, but then he said he'll pay you back, so you're like,
It's like, are you gonna pay?
nice, cool.
Yeah, and then he just like assumes that, you know, you're just gonna keep buying him food. And he
So
doesn't
he
have
was
to
kind of
pay
just
you.
saying,
Yeah, exactly. Not really meaning it, and I'm like, it's not that I'm not gonna stop being friends with you. Whoa, do you feel that?
nope. What, your ear?
I just felt like this huge wave of something that deafened the fuck out of me.
Is your ear still deaf though?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was weird though.
You went through some ghost.
My ear's reacting though. That shit's still kind of ringing. Like,
You might have an ear infection.
I don't know if that's what it was.
So there's definitely no sound. I would have heard it.
Seriously? You didn't hear anything? You didn't feel anything like that at all? You didn't feel anything just now? I bet you if you stop the video right now and rewind it, you might see something.
We'll find out later. Yeah. When we're done. Just remember about this.
Oh my god, bro, that fucking hurt.
You were like, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to like get my ear to pop. That's what I was trying to yell.
Oh, okay.
That was weird. What were we talking about? Dude, we just got mind controlled.
Chill.
Our memory just got erased.
Well,
they're like, these kids know too much. Whoomp. Your brains have been erased.
Fucking Matrix bullshit. Damn. Now we're retarded,
dude. I cannot remember what we were talking about.
We're talking about the friend. You were driving?
Yeah.
But before that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna do something,
mean
it.
I guess. You said talking about lying to yourself. Yeah, not sure.
That was fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, man.
Cool stuff, people stuff, chill stuff, little stuff.
Human stuff.
Lifting weights.
Burning
calories, smoking weed, studying, reading books. Fucking bitches.
Yes.
Hey, bro, word of advice, learn how to give a massage. For real. That'll up your game.
Yes.
Well, it won't up your game unless you know how to use it. But, like, I'm just saying, in the bedroom.
You're horrible at giving massages. It downs your game now.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying, bro, is you know the art of a massage. You just, like, pay attention to your body and then a female's body. You know?
Right.
It's a fucking art, I would say. You know, just like there's a science to it, there's also an art to it, my friends.
Yeah.
And if you hit all the right things in a lot of right places, in a sequence.
They're like,
Waterfall. Just they're crying over how magnificent you are.
like, I have hacked you now.
Keep it in PG.
I see.
It's amazing.
That shit tastes good.
Does it?
Yes.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Tastes fucking good.
Yeah, that shit. That weed you got tastes fire.
Oh my gosh, bro. This is what everybody at the party was fucking like tasting.
Yeah,
like,
bro, through that blunt, that's just wild.
Real good blunts.
We basically talked about a bunch of shit already. What time is it? Oh shit, it's fucking 3 hours.
It's 3. We started at what, 1?
Yeah, let me check.
It's like 2 hours in.
An hour 38. That should be
fine. Hour 30?
Yeah, that should be 38.
Lit.
Should be fine right there.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining us.